So some of y'all may have watched the video where I talked about my past gambling addiction.
I'm getting ready to go to the casino and like I bring all my savings with me. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to take all the money I had in my savings and take it with me to the casino. That was a stupid decision, looking back on it. But I did, that's what I did.
It was not my favorite video to do, but then again, I felt like it was necessary, especially for those of y'all who may be dealing with gambling addiction. But just to give a brief recap to those who didn't watch the video, I was really addicted to going to the casino at one point. For some reason, I turned a casual thing of going to the casino and having fun to being really addicted to going to the casino. And so I decided to basically give up gambling for a whole year. I didn't want to gamble, I didn't want to go to the casino, I didn't want to do anything of that nature for a whole year. And that's what I did. But the part 2 version of that story is talking about when that year was up and I decided to go back to the casino. And I want to talk about, what happened and what my experience was like. So basically when I gave up the casino for a whole year, that year came and went. And during those 12 months, I didn't really have like an urge to go back to the casino. I didn't have any withdrawals or anything like that. I was actually happy, I was content. Because keep in mind, like my last experience was really bad. So I didn't really care enough to go back. But when that year was up and I had the opportunity to go back to the casino again, I said to myself, you should be wiser now, you should be smarter, you should know what to do if things get out of hand. I just felt like I was more conscious. So one night, I decided I wanted to go back to the casino. I took a little bit of money. I said, this is gonna be my budget. And if I lose this budget, it's time for me to go. And much to my surprise, I was in there for probably less than an hour and I lost the budget money that I came in with. So that's when it got real. That was the pivotal moment where things got real for me because I was juggling a few thoughts in my head. I was like, yo, you came here to have fun and you've been here for less than an hour. Are you sure you want to leave now? And then I was juggling another thought where I was like, bro, you sure you don't want to pull out like another $100 out of the ATM just to try to see, if you can win your money back and break even, and then you can go home. Like you ain't gotta just leave right now. So those were 2 bad thoughts that I was having, and I should have just, said, all right, I'm about to pack it up and go home. And, if I want to come back again, I can do that. But I didn't choose that option. I ended up listening to those bad thoughts in my head that was telling me I should keep playing. So I went back to the ATM. I was like, all right, this is it. I'm gonna pull out a little bit more money. And, if I lose this, I'm definitely gonna be out. Guess what happened? I lost that money and I was still there. And before I knew it, some of those memories that I was having from my previous experience was starting to relive itself. And I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, I ignored a lot of the things that I told myself I needed to do in order to not lose control. If you watched the last video I did, I talked about how you shouldn't be competitive when you are in a casino because they don't care. Like you're not playing against other humans. You're not playing against people who have emotions. You're playing against machines. You're playing against things that have probability. Like you're not playing against something that's physical and you can, have an advantage over something. Like that's not how it works. So me having the competitive nature that I have, I was just in there playing. So I just kept playing and losing, playing and losing, playing and losing, to the point where I had to break away, I had to stop. And when all this was going on, like I wasn't mad, I wasn't pissed off that I was losing my money. I was just really calm. Like I wasn't too high or too low. But after a while, I ended up going to the bathroom and I just sat there in the stall and I was just listening to my thoughts. I was listening to myself think. I was just telling myself, man, it's something bigger to be learned in this moment. And I don't feel like I'm here just to lose my money. Like, I really didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like, you know, that was the reason why I was there. I felt like I was there to really learn a lesson. And I just kind of told myself, man, like, yo, I think I'm done with the casino. I was just telling myself I'm done with trying to be functional in this place. I just talked to myself again, and I was just like, you know, if you are fortunate enough to win your money back this time around, just be done. And that's what happened. I ended up winning my money back, and I left and I didn't come back. I haven't been back. I feel like the bigger lesson in that whole thing was just realizing that you shouldn't try to manage your addiction. You know, anybody that has an addiction with something, and you're able to break away from that addiction, you should try to go back and try to manage it. You shouldn't try to go back and try to handle it in a different way. You should just leave it alone completely and, you know, try to find ways to live a better life. There's some people out there that may have been addicted to drugs and alcohol, and they had some bad experiences and decided to give it up. The ones that are serious, they'll tell you they don't want to be around people when they're doing drugs. They don't want to be around people when they're doing alcohol. They don't want to just drink socially. They don't want to just be in an environment where they feel like they may be tempted to just try a little bit, because just doing a little bit can make you go back into your old ways. So that's the bigger lesson. You know, don't ever try to play around with your addiction. Don't ever feel like you're smart enough to try to manage your addiction, because you can find yourself back in that same place that you fought so hard to get out of. And you don't want to do that to yourself. You want to continue to try to be a better person and live a better life. That's what it's all about, man. And remember that not too many things are stronger than a person who makes up their mind about what it is they want to do. So with that being said, man, I do appreciate y'all watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear it. And that's all I got for this video. I'll see y'all next time on Spady Speaks.